Over 18 million Nigerians depend on generators to power their homes and the equipment they have in their business places, like refrigerators, ACs, and the rest of them. And by using generators, Nigerians spend a lot of money running into billions of dollars yearly to keep the lights on in their homes and in their businesses. But this is a massive problem because the government said that they have spent over 11 trillion naira on power between the year 1999 and 2015. Hi everyone, my name is Blessed Iverin, and in this video we'll be talking about the challenges that we face in Nigeria in the electricity sector. With over 2 million people living in this country, Nigeria generates only about 5,000 megawatts of electricity. And because the national grid cannot meet our needs, most Nigerians have had to find their own solutions. And this includes getting generators for their homes and solar panels for those people who are buoyant enough financially. They are able to get solar system to keep the lights on in their house. So we have generators everywhere. There are generators in homes, there are generators in shops and in markets and even in hospitals. Businesses have suffered heavily over time, and over 200 factories have been shut down because they couldn't afford the cost of generating their own power. And small companies are burning through their savings to keep their doors open, to continue production and retain their customers. Electricity is a basic need in every modern society. It powers our homes, our schools, businesses, and hospitals. It brings comfort, progress, and possibilities. But in many parts of Nigeria, including Benue State, electricity is more of a luxury than a regular service. The light comes and goes without warning, and sometimes it doesn't come at all. We have observed or experienced that there are some parts of Benue State that have gone 2 weeks without electricity, and this makes living very uncomfortable for people in those environments. And this situation affects our everyday life because it slows development and it leaves people figuratively in the dark. In many communities in Benue, electricity is rationed. Some areas get light a few hours daily, while others go days or weeks without power. People try to plan their lives around when light will come in their homes. They charge their phones, they grind foods, and they pump water at the point where they have lights, because you cannot leave things undone because you don't know when next electricity will come to your home. Despite the irregular supply of electricity, electricity bills continue to rise, and many families struggle to pay for power that they barely use. And small businesses are forced to rely on expensive generators, adding another burden to their fight for survival. In the face of this challenge, the Lord has helped Ignition 633 Ministries by providing a stable power supply for us. Because we do not want to stop the operations of our staff and our residents, the Lord has provided us with a backup power option so that we will continue our work even when there is an outage of electricity.
Hello everyone, my name is Moses. I am the campus director, Ignition 633 Nigeria. I'll be speaking about the power supply here on campus, Ignition 633 campus, Nigeria, here in Makurdi, Benue State. Here in Nigeria and the Makurdi campus, we have two sources of power supply. Number one, we have the public power supply, which comes from NEPA, which is supplied to us through the Just Electricity Distribution Company, JEDC. And then we have our generator sets, which are standby, so that at any time there is no supply from NEPA, we now put on the generators and then we supply power to the entire campus. Now, The problem we've been facing is that the power supply from NEPA has been so erratic, in the sense that sometimes when it rains, we don't even see light. Sometimes for 2-3 days we don't have power because of rain, which must have taken down some poles or affected some facilities of their distribution network within the locality. So sometimes we don't get supply from NEPA, and at any time we don't get supply, because we must keep the campus running, we have to put on the generators and make sure everybody has power so that the campus activities keep going. So in doing that, it costs us a lot of money, because the cost of fueling these generators is much compared to what we spend when we use NEPA. Because in using NEPA, what we just need to spend for is just to purchase energy for the prepaid meters which you have, and then we keep the campus running. But when we have to use the generators, we need to buy diesel, and then the cost of diesel is very high. And then the cost of maintaining the generators also is very high. So it has affected our day-to-day running of the campus to a very great extent. So that is the challenge we are having in terms of the power supply here on campus in Makurdi. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you for listening.
My name is Abu Daniel Teso. I am the supervisor of the Ignition 633 workshop here in Makurdi. So I'm here to discuss on a very vital issue, which is electricity, and specifically the public power source. You know, what we do here is strictly dependent on electricity, because most of our tools are powered by the public power source. And how to run efficiently and effectively, we need more of a steady source of power. That being said, that is one of the major challenges we are having as a shop, as production cost is very high, because most of the time, the most we go in a day is 2 hours of power supply at most, which is not served at once, it comes at random. And secondly, there was a time, I think last month, we went for about over 30 days without power. And that was due to the fact that the transformer was down. It took a lot of time for them to come and fix it. And within that period, we were depending on gen. At times we go up as much as 12 to 14 liters a day, just to be able to produce and meet our set goals. So it's a very big issue. And not just with us, it's a general problem. It seems more like electricity is a luxury in the country we live in, because it is something you pay for high. The cost is very high, but the supply is far below the value of money you pay for.
So let us pray for a new season in Nigerians' power sector, where integrity, innovation, and accountability will reign. May God raise leaders with vision and remove the veil of corruption and bring a lasting solution that will benefit every Nigeria in this electricity sector. Thank you for watching these videos, and we love and appreciate your prayers for this ministry. God bless you.